Good evening everybody and welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are looking at NEO stock, which on Friday was down by 1.17%. Over the course of this video I'll be giving you my views on everything that we've seen over the last week and some of the things that I'm looking forward to into the next week. If it sounds like a good episode, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. At the same time, make sure you do your own research. This is not financial advice. Now, a few things to note here with NEO stock. Obviously it's been a bit of a red week to say the absolute least, but you are seeing that trend somewhat slow towards the late part. I mean, if you have a look at where we were just last Friday, you can clearly see we've not fallen that much in that time overall. It's only when we factor in the major rises that we saw in the early part of the week that the drop seems even more substantial. Now, the good news here is we are coming to a point where we may see potential supports relatively soon. You could be looking at numbers such as 658, you could be looking at numbers such as 645 or 640 to potentially hold. These are the next levels that I am looking for if we are to see this one drop any. Now, what's going to be significantly more important going forwards with NEO is that potential for the upside. I really need to see this one break numbers such as 690, that's a critical level. I'm then looking at $7, potentially $7.15 as the next level to break above. I think at the moment, guys, next week needs to be a week of green, right? We want to see some consolidation into the early couple of days with a slight upwards trend, but this needs to turn green, because if it doesn't, I think we've got every possibility of dropping out of the 640 range. And you zoom out in context, and at that point we're asking the question, has this trend broken? And I think if we did see that drop, the answer is yes. You know, so far we've seen these three legs up. I'm going to make this a bit smaller, and you can clearly see here with NEO, right, first leg up here, consolidation, second leg, same thing happening. Now this is where things get very interesting, because we've just not been able to break out of highs at the, 780s yet. You know, if we begin to drop into the 6s, the 650s, I should say, the 640s, the 630s particularly, things become a lot more worrying. So really, for me, I want to see a green week. That is the most important thing. But of course, that is just my personal thoughts. I'd love to hear yours in the comments. Thank you for your time, guys, and goodbye for now.